What's going on, guys? Shane from Rock About Sound, and in this video we're going to be recreating a dubstep bass that actually sounds like a dolphin. It's a very popular sound, so this is what it sounds like. If you guys can think of a song that actually uses that sound, make sure you guys drop a comment as to what that song actually is. And if you guys like that sound, make sure you smash that like button right now. It just gives me an idea of how many of you guys actually like the sound. So once again, slap that like button and click that subscribe button if you're new here. Weekly tutorials all the time. But anyways, this reminds me of Spag Heddy style, or like E-Hide style as well. I used to think they're the same person. No, I'm kidding. But they do have a very similar style. But this bass, we're actually going to be learning a very interesting technique here, if you guys stick with me throughout the tutorial. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into this. Oscillator A is going to be a pulse width modulated low pass filter. Oops, where are you at? There we go. Pulse width modulated low pass filter. As you can hear, not a lot going on here. Very simple waveform. As you can hear, there's really no high end. That's why it's referred to as low pass filter. And now we are just going to create this little shape here. Sounds so bad, but stick with me, guys. There we have 132, and we're going to put that on trigger. So, very fast moving. Another thing that we can do here is we can actually change the voicing, so that way we could create a slope with portamento. We'll put down mono legato, and then we'll just turn up the amount of time that it takes from one note to the other to about, what is that, 1.18 seconds, so about 1.2 seconds. Yeah, anyways, we are just going to drop this level now, and we're going to modulate it, and that's really what's going to create the stuttering effect. You guys can probably hardly hear it, and it sounds really bad right now, but hear me out. This is going to be the turning point right here. We're going to be turning on FM from Oscillator B, and we're just not even going to change Oscillator B's wavetable. We're just going to leave it at the default waveform, which is really just a saw waveform at the phase at about 50% here. And we're just going to turn on our FM from Oscillator B. Now you can start to hear we're starting to intercept the signal from Oscillator B, and we're starting to get that high pitch sound that we're looking for. That means we can drop Oscillator B's level here, because the sound is going to be outputted through Oscillator A. Okay. Oops, what the heck just happened there? But as you can see, we're actually getting pretty close to the sound here. Now we can just modulate this backwards with LFO. Or actually, no, we'll modulate it forwards, just 2. And we could just kind of look for the right tone just by moving the knob around. I just almost messed up a little bit there. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our remaps. And we're actually going to remap the waveform. You know, a remap is, as it sounds, we're literally just taking the waveform and we're remapping it. So what we're going to do here is we are going to turn on to remap number 2 here. And as you can see, we now have 2 copies of the waveform. That's because we have not actually remapped it yet. And it actually must have saved my... Okay, there we go. That was weird. It just glitched. It had my remap from before in there. But anyways, yeah, we are going to start the process here. Remap number 2 is, as you can see, obviously there's 2 copies of the waveform. It's really just mirroring the waveform within the window here. And basically, we are going to create a shape that looks like this. Okay. That's really it. As you can see, if we leave this at a linear slope here, there's no change. This indicates 0 change, but as we change, we are just changing up the waveform very slightly. And when we turn that at 0, we have 0 change. Or, well, when we have the remap 2 on, there is change because there's 2 copies of the waveform, but we don't actually get to 100% until we turn that up all the way. Anyways, yeah, our filter here, really easy. We're just going to turn on our PP filter. PP. Yeah, that was really stupid. Yeah, guys, that's kind of the feature that I want to highlight, the remap, because it's actually really useful. It makes the sound. It just makes it sound a lot squealier. That's not even a word. Anyways, yeah, we got PP selected. We're going PP, guys. Cutoff is going to go down to about 25 hertz here. Now we're just going to modulate this up. Well, we're going to turn up the resonance to hear the sound. And now the frequency is going to go up all the way to about, hold up, to about, 92%. I thought it would be in hertz as well. I just confused myself. And we're going to modulate this backwards 30. Without the filter. So as you can hear, the filter is just adding in more of like a clicky effect. So it actually brings out the modulation a little bit better. Okay, so now into the effects here. We're just going to simply turn on our filter, go into our normals and our high pass 24, and we're just going to modulate this bad boy all the way up here to about right there. And it's 42%. It's about the 2400 hertz. And we're just going to the resonant is good. What am I saying? I can't even speak. The resonance is going to go up to about 50% here. Drive. And we're just going to slide that filter all the way up here to the first. So it's going to be processing through the filter first, and now it's going to be going through the hyper, which is going to go at about 24%, and the dimension, low size, high mix. Finally, we're going to turn on our multi-band compressor. Maybe turn up the gain. You guys can do whatever you want. See what I mean by the mirror here? Yeah. That's all it takes, guys. If you guys like that sound, make sure you guys smash that like button, click that subscribe button. But without further ado, I'm Shane from Rock About Sound, and I will catch you guys in the next video.